You thought I fell off? You're smoking something.
Hello there, I'm on the Sports Tabs UK. I'm Marcus G. Richardson. We're doing Ryan Burnett. I thought I'd throw a bit of Belfast in there.
Okay, fine. And I'm not going to do an accent because I'm Adam Thorn. Yeah. Apologies to the people of Northern Ireland.
Fuck yeah. No, don't. No, sorry. That's my favourite thing to say in Belfastian. Fuck yeah.
What's your favourite thing to say in Blackpool accent as well?
Anyway, October coming to an end. November the 3rd. Big fight night. Ryan Burnett's fighting.
Well, we've got up in Glasgow at the SSE Hydro. You've got a...
In Glasgow? No, I won't start.
You've got let's leave that. You've got a double bubble. A World Boxing Super Series double bubble.
World Boxing Super Series quarter final.
You've got one in the Bantamweights and one in the Super Lightweights. We'll start with the Bantamweights because we've done the Northern Irish accent, or at least tried to.
So will that be in the same category as Inoue?
That will be, yeah. So it's Ryan Burnett and Nonito Donaire are fighting, and that is the same tournament, the Bantamweight WBSS, as Inoue and Zolani Tete.
So both of these will be hoping to avoid Inoue in the semi-final.
Yeah, I mean, I doubt they'll care at that point.
Why would you not care?
Well, I don't really know how the semi-finals pan out, who faces whom. But anyway. If you assume that all the top 4 seeds are going to win, which is a big assumption, they're going to have to meet each other in the next round anyway.
But what I'm saying is Inoue is the main dog, isn't he?
He is the favourite, but Tete is a fucking good fighter as well. Yeah. So there's some really good fighters.
Language, Adam.
Apologies, Mum.
So you think that Ryan Burnett's got a good chance in this fight then? Donaire is a good fighter though.
Donaire is a good fighter. He's a nice guy, comes across well, was very, very magnanimous in defeat with Carl Frampton. They were pally at the end. But that was at featherweight. He's dropped 2 weights.
Is that not going to make him bigger on the day?
I mean, he might rehydrate better. You don't know. Ryan Burnett.
It didn't work out for
Jamie McDonnell.
No,
so but it might mean that stripping, when he's not fought down at that weight for a while, stripping down to it might hurt him harder. I mean, you've got to bear in mind, he's 35 years old now. He's no spring chicken. He has, however, fought at world level for a long, long time.
Has he come down these weights to be a part of the World Boxing Super Series?
Yeah, essentially, yeah. But he did say there was an interview with Frampton after the Frampton fight, and Donaire kind of got involved in it, and you could hear them talking, and it was played on the podcast and stuff. They weren't trying to hide anything, but they were talking about their weights, and Donaire said to Frampton, "You're just too big for me at this weight. Like, I think I'm going to drop a couple." Once he realised there was a shot for him to be in this tournament, which has magnificent exposure and prizes and probably money, I would imagine, second series, he's taken that option, which fair play.
Fair play indeed.
Burnett seems likeable as well, but Burnett's a bit of another of the top sort of UK fighters.
So, Donaire is not going to come out on top, you don't think?
No, I fancy Burnett for this one.
Victory via what method, Adam?
It depends on how much boiling down to the weight affects Donaire. If he's drained, I can see Burnett stopping him. But Burnett hasn't stopped anyone since 2015.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
2015, 2015. What do you say? I say 2015. Adam says 2015. Adam's a prick. You think that Donaire has a chance, but Burnett's going to come out on top on points?
I think it will be a good fight. I think Burnett will win on points if Donaire's not weight drained. If Donaire's weight drained...
Why did you say no then? Because that's what I just said. And you went, no, I think exactly what you've just said. So anyway.
I just like disagreeing with you.
Brilliant.
So
moving on, what other fights are on Almost Bonfire Night?
It's the same card. So up in Glasgow, you've also got Josh Taylor, super lightweight, part of the...
World Boxing Super Series quarterfinal, super lightweight. Josh Taylor, what's happening, Adam?
Well, this one's funny because Josh Taylor wasn't one of the top seeds, and so the top seeds picked, and then 2 of the other fighters on there were mandatory to face one another, so that fight had to be made. So by default, Josh Taylor has ended up fighting Ryan Martin.
So Josh Taylor should have had a pick of someone, or someone might have picked him even.
Yeah. But basically, by default, they ended up facing one another. So they just got lumped in with one another.
So he's got a good draw.
He's done all right out of it. You've got to bear in mind, Josh Taylor has beaten Victor Postol, who's a former world champion in his last fight, for this WBC silver belt, which will be on the line. Whoever wins will have the opportunity to win more titles in the semi and final, should they go that far. Josh Taylor's just an insanely good fighter. He's really exciting. He's got plenty of power, and he's stopped 11 of his 13 opponents. Ryan Martin's had 20 odd fights. He stopped.
Where's he from, Ryan Martin?
He's from the USA.
Okay.
And I don't know much about him. He's not really fought at as high a level in those 20 fights as Josh Taylor. And as I say, Josh Taylor can really bang. I mean, he stopped O'Hara Davies. He's the only person to beat O'Hara Davies, and he beat him with power. And O'Hara's pretty hard, so he's my favourite for this. And Martin's his best win is Bradis Prescott, who beat Amir Khan 10 years ago. Prescott's quite old and has been losing more and more fights.
So Ryan Martin, again, he's like one of these Americans who's had his record ranked up due to the people he's been fighting, which have all just been to just get his numbers up, basically.
Yeah, not just that, but yeah, he's fought people at sort of fringe American level, not really like, North
So you fancy Taylor?
I fancy Taylor to stop him, actually, yeah.
Okay. You nearly fell into the trap.
No,
nearly.
I didn't fall into it the other week, Marcus.
You did. Well, it looks like you did the way I edited it. Anyway, so Josh Taylor to win, Ryan Burnett to win, and Ryan Burnett, you said on points, didn't you?
Yeah, I'll go for points on that one.
And what about Josh?
I'm going to go Josh Taylor between round 6 and 9.
So a knockout.
Yeah.
Okay, so a bit of an oddage there for you for a double if you do fancy Josh Taylor to get the KO and Ryan Burnett to get the victory on points. We've also got a double there if you just fancy the book to win. The odds aren't great, but you might want to stick a little bit of money on that. Don't spend lots of money on gambling. It's a bad thing to do. Just have a little bit of fun. Like, I only normally stick about £1 on. Stick £1 on, it's like, hey, if someone comes in. Hey, if it doesn't, oh, it's okay. What do you think, Adam?
I don't have £1.
Cool. So, I've been Marcus J. Richardson.
And I've been Adam Thorn.
Until next time, it might be next year. Who knows? We'll see. Peace.
You thought I fell off? You're smoking something.